Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, I just wanted to show this real quickly. Hopefully, some of the people that are in charge of deciding whether a video is fair use or not on YouTube, I hope they would read this or watch this video. As you guys mainly know, my videos use clips of news reports and stuff like that. And every once in a while, one of the screeners will give me a non-monetization notice on my video. Normally those get turned when they get overturned when I complain about it, but several of them in the recent history have not. So I wanted to point this out to them so that they'll stop tagging me in my videos. All right, fair use is the ability to use other people's videos without their permission in certain cases. And here are some of the cases. In section 107, it contains a list of various purposes for which reproduction of particular uses may be considered fair, such as criticism. Everybody knows that my videos are critical. For comment, everybody knows that this is what we do. I'm commenting now. Other people will be commenting on my video. News reporting, yeah, well, in a way, this is what we're doing. We're reporting the news or things that are new and otherwise wouldn't get reported. And in some cases, like this one, teaching, and many cases, like in the Trayvon Martin case, research. So all the things that I'm doing match the fair use factors. So there's 4 factors that they take into consideration, and none of them are ironclad, and none of them stop you. For example, number 1, it says the purpose and character of the use, including whether such use is of commercial nature or not. But we know that it's perfectly legitimate to monetize your videos in this way. In fact, if you look, most of my videos are monetized, and they do this exact same thing, which proves that it is fair use and it's correct fair use of the law. It's just one of the factors that they take into consideration. The nature of the copyrighted work, the amount of work that's substantially different. For example, most of my videos you'll see I'll take a 2 or 3, maybe 5-minute clip, and I'll make a 30-minute video. So my video is mostly me talking, and the rest of it is the little clip that I'm talking about. In some cases, I'll post a web page, like in this case, to support my contentions or to provide information. All fair use. And of course, the last, and I would consider the most important, is the effect on the copyright holder and the value of his or her work. Basically what it means is if for example, Joe made a video about how to fix small motors, and then you came along and cut and pasted his video right onto your channel. Well, of course that wouldn't be fair use, because you're just taking his work. But if you took that video and you explained why he was wrong, how he was making errors in the repairs, and pointing out these kind of errors for people so they don't make the same mistake, it's fair use. Anytime you're using making criticisms or comments, or news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, any of that stuff, just has to be substantially different. You can't just take their ideas and make them your own. You have to have your own ideas, and you're just using their material to critique or teach, do research, scholarship, all these things. And that's all found in Title 17 U.S. Code. It says the distinction between what is fair use and what is an infringement is not always clear. And even though that's true, there is no doubt about it. We can look at a situation and say, yes, this is absolutely fair use. You can call a judge or a lawyer or somebody that you trust and ask them if a specific video talking about some news article in a critical way is fair use, and they'll tell you absolutely, absolutely. In fact, that was the whole idea behind the fair use law. People were making videos that were critical of somebody else, and that person would would say, hey, wait a minute, you can't use my material in your particular articles. The Supreme Court ruled that that's incorrect, that criticism is a hallmark of free speech. We have the right to criticize, and we have the right to parody and all these other things. So that's what we do on YouTube. We're, you see on my channel, I even put the word parody because I'm absolutely free to say what I feel, whether I feel it or not. I can say whatever I want, unless I'm hurting somebody somehow in an illegal way. So you go back to 1961, and you can see quotations of excerpts in a review or criticism for purposes of illustration or comment are considered fair use. Here in this particular report, it even says use in parody of some content of works of the work parody. And again, I've already said that I list my channel as a parody channel, so I don't see how they can possibly disregard the facts of this argument. So the copyright protects the particular way authors have expressed themselves. It does not extend to any ideas, systems, or factual information conveyed in the work. This is one of the most important facts in considering whether something is protected under copyright. For example, if a news channel is simply repeating news that they received from a news line or news that has been spread widely, they have no protection. It's factual information. Unless they think that the way that they are providing the information is some way protected. Maybe they wear a funny chicken suit and jump around. So the way they provide the information could be protected, but in a case where they're just sitting behind a desk talking, certainly that's not protected. And of course it says the safest way to protect yourself is, get permission. But who thinks that MSNBC is going to give me permission to criticize their reporting? I certainly don't expect it. And that's why I don't even ask. It's fair use. I'm being critical. That's why it's not required of me to provide documentation that they agree or have given me permission. I don't need the permission. So in the end it says, if it's impractical, you should consider avoiding the use of copyrighted material unless you are confident the doctrine of fair use would apply to the situation. And I am absolutely confident, and not only that, but the majority of screeners, I would say most of my videos went right through without a problem. It's just certain ones that seem to hit a nerve, or videos that talk about sensitive topics that typically get dinged. And I know Google and YouTube do not want to squelch free speech, but you have to wonder why it is that it's so difficult to get these videos monetized when they're dealing with sensitive material. Good talking to you guys. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and thumbs up the video if you want to. I appreciate it. Talk to you later.